Hello dear student, welcome to the another video tutorial. Since we are taking the mammalian histology paper second, and we are discussing in it the chapters. We were discussing the second chapter, but today uh, the decision has been taken to uh, run parallelly for the these two papers. So I have the second paper of TYBSc, that is the fifth theory paper, which is named as the parasitology, and we are also we will take this paper parallel to the mammalian histology. So let's start the syllabus discussion of the paper fifth, that is code subject code is ZY335, and theory paper number 5, parasitology. Let's begin with the syllabus discussion. We are, as you see here, the the chapters and the total allotted lectures are there given, and the parasitology we are studying the total six chapters, 6 to 7 chapters in this paper, and we will start with the introduction to parasitology. In this introduction to parasitology, we will study the scope and branches of the parasitology, and the parasitology is nothing but the branch of the zoology which deals with the study of parasitic animals, and there are large number of parasitic animals seen in the nature, that we are going to take a review of these parasites and its specific host and its life cycles. So parasitology, as I said, it is the branch of medical science, and it deals with the study of parasites found in the man, or and we will study their morphology, life cycle, and its pathogenic effect on the humankind. There are some branches of parasitology also, which dealing with the study of these vast vast parasites in abundance. There are such as the one branch is a medical parasitology. Medical parasitology is a branch of science which deals with the study of protozoal parasites, and consists of a single cell like unit which morphologically and functionally completed in a single host. Okay, and then the second type of the or second branch of the parasitology is a medical helminthology, which helminth means the which deals with the study of helminth parasites of medical importance in the human beings. Okay, and then we are also going to study the third the branches, like the third main branch of parasitology is medical entomology. In this branch, it is a branch of science which deals with the study of harmful insects to man and its domestic animals also, and their morphology, life cycle, and pathogenic effect we will see in the upcoming lectures. There are the fourth main type or main branch of the parasitology is a forensic entomology, and forensic entomology is studying the insect and other arthropods found in the human bodies, and suspected of a uh, criminal action. So in forensic science, there is a forensic entomology. After the dead and the decaying some components or the decaying scavengers are seen in the dead body, that will be the helpful for the betterment, and to inform that the how old this dead body is. So this forensic entomology plays important role in the forensic sciences. We will see the some definitions like the host. What do you mean by the host? Host is an organism which harbors the parasite, and it harbors its own body of this host. Okay. Then the parasite. The parasite is a living organism which receives nourishment from the host. Okay. Then the vector. The vector is a term that is useful for the host animal, which is generally invertebrate, arthropod or the mollusks. Okay. Then these mollusk or the arthropod vector transfer the parasite from the vertebrate host to the another host. That's why its vector is nothing but the it's transferring one parasite from the one host to the other host. Then the commensalism. Commensalism means the word commensalism is nothing but the co together, co in the co-op. Yeah, means the like there is a one concept like the hermit crab is a marine animal, and the hydroids are located on, or they are taking shelter on this hermit crab shell. uh, the benefit from these hydroids to the hermit crab is what, that the hydroids are very tasteless, very bitter in the taste. That's why any animal does not harm to these hermit crab. And hermit crab is eating something like the suppose hermit crab is eating something fish, dead fish, and that the particles which are get the dissolve escaped from this hermit crab get stuck with these hydroids, and these hydroids get its nourishment also. Okay. Then the next definition we are going to see the mutualism. The It is a Latin word. The mutualism means the something which is being exchanged. Okay. One particular particular animal is exchanging something from the another animal for the betterment of its own life. The next definition we are going to study, that is the parasitism. The parasitism is nothing but the an association between the organism, which one organism lives on the another organism and utilizing its nourishment. Then we are going to study in this first chapter the origin and the evolution of the parasitism also, taking a close look of. We are focusing towards the second chapter, that is the types of parasite. In this chapter we are going to study the types of the parasite, that is the mainly two types of the parasites are seen, that are the ectoparasite and the endoparasite. Ectoparasite means the which lives on the host, on his the host body. Okay. Which are in exterior environment but lives on the host. And the endoparasite are the parasite which are living in the body, means they are living in the systems, the body organs. Okay. So these are the main two types which are we are going to see. And we are going to see like the endoparasites, like the Entamoeba histolytica or the trypanosoma, likewise. And in this the third chapter, the type of host. Okay. There are various type of host, like the definitive host, or intermediate host, or the parasitic or carrier host, or the reservoir host. The definition of host is nothing but the definitive host are the host which the parasite becomes adult. If the parasite become adult, then the reaches to its maturity, and this passes its sexual reproduction, is called the definitive host. Means suppose one parasite is there, and it is residing in the one host, and this parasite needed the second host for its reproductive activity. So we are going to see in this chapter particularly. In the fourth chapter, the chapter named as a host parasite relationship. In this chapter we are going to study The host specificity. The host specificity is nothing but the most fundamental aspect of the parasitism, which adaptability of these species of parasite are certain specific groups of host. That's why the certain specific host or the group of the host are seen the relationship with the its parasites, that is the host specificity. And we are going to see that the effect of parasite on the host. What are the effect on the host of the parasite? In the next fifth chapter, we are going to study the life cycles and pathogenicity and its control measure of the various types of the parasites. Okay. In this chapter, we are going to study the Plasmodium vivax. Plasmodium vivax is an malarial parasite, which is uh, the Anopheles mosquito is the specific host of this malarial parasite, who the known as the Plasmodium vivax. And there are several types of the Plasmodium. We are going to see their structures and the life cycles of these uh, Plasmodium vivax. Okay. Then the second parasite, we are going to see that the Plasmodium ovale, that is the second type of the parasite of the malaria, and we will see the control of the malaria, how we can control malaria, as well as these mosquitoes, how we can control them. Okay. Then the next parasite we are going to study, and the life cycle of the Entamoeba histolytica. In this, the Entamoeba histolytica is a single-celled animal, and it causes the some diseases like the and its life cycle we are going to study, how that are cysts are ingested by the human beings or the animals, and what are the dangerous effects occur by these Entamoeba histolytica, or these are the amoebic dysentery, or abscess formation in the organs. Okay. Then we are going to study the third animal, that is the Ascaris lumbricoides. This is Ascaris is an roundworm, and uh, the scientific name of this the roundworm is Ascaris lumbricoides. We are going to study its habitat, its geographical distribution, and the external morphology, as well as the life cycle of this Ascaris lumbricoides. Okay. We are also going to see its reproductive system, as well as the developmental stages of this Ascaris lumbricoides. And in this particular chapter, the study of following parasites, in the fifth chapter, that is, we are also going to see the pathogenicity of parasitic effect. Okay. We will see the prevention and control of the parasites. And the fourth parasite we are going to see, the Taenia solium. The Taenia solium is and the pork tapeworm, which is mainly studied, and it is the tapeworm which is uh, causing some harmful effect, and we will see its reproductive system. It's This is the bisexual animal, and it's a male reproductive system as well as the female reproductive system we will see, and the life cycle in man as well as the life cycle in the pork we will see. The pork is nothing but the meat of the uh, particular animal known as the pork. And this sixth chapter name as the study of parasites with the reference to the morphology, life cycle, and pathogenicity, and the control measures. Means we will see some household pests. Okay. And the household parasite name as the head louse, the Pediculus humanus is the scientific name of the head louse, and This we know that the head louse is uh, uh, occur in the our uh, head, that the it's stuck to the our hairs, and geographical distribution of the pediculus humanus, and the disease which occur by these pediculus humanus is known as the pediculasis. Okay, and its habits and habitat, and its morphology of the head louse, its life cycle. That means the one adult egg, the nymphal stages, that are nymphal stages, and the again adult uh, form from this egg. Okay, the prevention and control measures of these pediculosis, that is the we will see the insecticidal control, as well as the pers- we will maintain the personal hygiene, that the we can control these pediculasis. Nowadays we are not in very in know that the these and these person having the pediculus. Okay, but in older days the personal hygiene was not maintained very much, and these were these pediculus the humanus or the um, are were very common. Nowadays, by the we are taking since we are aware of our personal hygiene, that we are not in touch with the not so well touch in the these pedicular humanus. Okay, then we are going to see some household pest or the household parasites like the tick, means the Buphilis micropulse. These Buphilis species, means the tick species, are generally seen in the our grazing mammals. Okay, and these also cause very severe effects on the if these parasite get touch with the humans, or it take a bite of human, there are several diseases. We are going to see the several diseases which are caused by this particular parasite known as a tick. Okay, then these the tick or mite are the same uh, variety from these particular mites are minute, microscopic acrina. About 50% of mites are parasitic, which infects almost all kind of animals. Okay, and we will see the mite, the systematic positions, geographical distribution, as well as the morphology and life cycle of this mite, and its treatment and control, and its economic importance of these mites. Okay, then this we would move towards the seventh chapter, that is the parasitological significance of the zoonosis. Okay, the zoonotic diseases have been known from old time, that the bubonic plague, we know that the plague were very spreaded in India at the time of the 1970 to the 1980, or the before that, I think. And this plague or the was originate from the mice fleas. Okay, the origin of this plague disease of was the rat. Okay, and we will also see the some zoonotic diseases like the bird flu, uh, the rabies, and we will see the viruses of these rabies, and virus of this plague, influenza viruses, and anthrax, or these bird flu virus known as the influenza, avian influenza virus. And what do you mean by the bird flu, and how it occurs, and reservoir of its infection, and the source of this infection of the avian influenza. Okay, we will also see the rabies, the how these rabies are caused, and what are the effect of these rabies. And in rabies, generally what happens if these virus get entered through some cat bite or mice bite or the dog bite. If our if our cat and our dog is not properly vaccinated, this it may happen that if they bite us, the rabies viruses may enter in our blood. In rabies, what happens, the person is hydrophobic. Okay, the person has a fear of water in this particular disease. So it's very interesting to know about the rabies. And also we will see about the toxoplasmosis in this particular chapter. Then we are moving toward the second last chapter, that is the uh, control measures of the arthropod vectors of the human diseases. Okay, the arthropod vectors of the means what, the mosquitoes as a vector. We will see in the chapter that the mosquito plays a vector role as a vector in the malaria, the dengue fever, and the yellow fever. And the mosquito, how mosquito plays a role as a vector. And we will also see the identification keys to identify these particular type of mosquitoes, like the, if mosquito is a Culex pipiens, or if mosquito is a Anopheles stephensi, or if mosquito is Aedes aegypti. We will also see the causing factors of this mosquito, and what type of viruses or these what type of diseases, zoonotic diseases, these particular mosquito, each mosquito, what type of disease occurs. Okay, we will also see the malaria, as well as we will also see the yellow fever caused by the some type specific type of um, yellow jack or the flower viruses. And we will also see the elephantiasis, that is we are generally called in Marathi the hatti rog. Okay, this filariasis is a scientific term, is coined for these elephantiasis, and it's how this elephantiasis is caused, and these causing agents uh, of the elephantiasis. It is caused by the biting of a particular type of mosquito. We will also see the how we can control these type of mosquitoes, the preventive measures like the anti-larval measures, or the anti-adult measures, or the protection against the mosquito. Or we will also see the how we can uh, use insect repellents for this particular type of mosquitoes. We will also see the chemical control, like the mineral oils, Paris greens, the synthetic insecticides, and biological control, how we can control them biologically, as well as the anti-adult measures. So we can also see some effect of these uh, particular Adipeles aegypti, Adipeles stephensi, or these particular type of the mosquitoes or the zoonotic diseases. And we will now moving towards the last but not the least, the ninth chapter, the epidemic diseases. Okay, the epidemic diseases like the typhoid and cholera. The typhoid fever is a man only, is caused by the bacteria known as Salmonella typhi. And how the infection of this Salmonella typhi are occurred in these particular type known as a typhoid. Okay, and we will also see the uh, mode of transmission of these particular viruses into the humankind. And we will also see the pathogenesis of these particular typhoid, and control sanitations, that how we will sanitize, and how we can immunize to these particular type of viruses or the bacteria. Also, we will also see the cholera. Cholera, it is the acute diarrheal disease. Okay, it act as a diarrhea. You know that the in cholera, how cholera is get touch with the humans, that we will get touch in the this type of particular type of vibrio cholerae, which is uh, very causing stain for these disease known as cholera. And we will drink the water which is not so well filtered, and the this type of the non filtered water get in our stomach, and if we get accidentally we touch in these vibrio cholerae, then we are going to suffer with the cholera. We will see the pathogenesis of this cholera, and the clinical features, which are the stage of the evacuations, and stage of recovery from this cholera, and mode of transmissions of the cholera, as well as the control measures of this cholera, how we can control the particular diseases, and we will see the treatment also, what type of treatment we can take by the norms given by the World Health Organization or the WHO. Okay, so this is our paper discussion for the parasitology, uh, the paper code ZY335, and we will begin shortly after the completion of our second chapter, the uh, mammalian histology, the second chapter. As soon as we will finish them, we will get focused on the parasitology. Until now, we will stop here, and let's continue Monday with the mammalian histology. Okay, thank you guys.